Ooh, another slide from Leo's Precision. The Oden. I love it. Let's see how it performs. Leo's Precision. I really like these Leo's Precision slides. These guys make a ton of different slides, variations. You guys can get them Cerakoted in different colors. Now this is Supersonic Blue. Supersonic Blue is one of my favorite colors. I believe it's just Supersonic Gun Candy. In the sun, which unfortunately today it's not sunny. This thing just pops, looks amazing. This has the Leo's Precision barrel in it, has the Leo's Precision parts kit in it. The sights are not theirs. The red dot is not theirs. This is a Sealy Bear. I like Sealy. They're a great company. This is their closed emitter. And then we're going to send this off to Desert Tactical. Desert Tactical is a great guy. He does a lot of Glock builds, good training out in the desert, hence Desert Tactical. A lot of good training out in the desert. And he's always looking for budget-friendly parts. So this is a great budget-friendly slide. So I think it's a good idea to send this to him, let him give you guys his opinion and his views on this slide. So Desert Tactical, I'm going to send this to you as soon as I'm done with this review. So let's get to the range, feed this bad boy slide some rounds, some lead, and have a good time out here. Why is it raining and nice and cool? All right, so now we got the Oden slide on the OEM Glock frame. Now this is 100% OEM. As you guys have seen in my other videos, I've talked about all I've done is an undercut and a extended slide release, but beyond that, this is all OEM. The slide itself is still the Leo's Oden, and all I did is change out the barrel. Now this is an extremely cheap eBay flush fit barrel. It's never been fired, never even put in a gun. So let's see how this bad boy runs with a few rounds downrange on an OEM Glock, and then we'll go to another barrel. Held open. Just had a few little minor issues there at the very first of it. Nothing to beat up too badly. All I did is throw the barrel in. So let's try another barrel. So now we're going over the Durkin Tactical Crown Flush Fit Barrel in gold. Love this barrel, guys. It's been great on my daggers and everything else. Still the OEM frame, Leo's Precision parts, and slide the Oden. So let's go ahead and pop some more rounds down range. See how this bad boy works. All right, that worked fine. Clear the gun. And now we'll go to the next barrel. Now what we got is the AIM Surplus threaded barrel. Now this is just a cheap AIM Surplus barrel. They run about 40 bucks, 40, 50 bucks. If you want the thread protector, you're going to pay about another $20 on top of it. So let's throw some more rounds downrange, still the OEM frame. It's kind of bizarre. Every one of these, the first round I shoot through it, I have an issue. But from there on out, the thing runs good. The next barrel we have is a Safari Precision barrel. Now this is a Safari Precision barrel with the thread on it, and I do have their, they're running their recoil spring in it. That's kind of bizarre because this one should be the best one of all. I'm just going to finish this mag and let's see if it finishes it. Nope. I think the slide's just needing broke in a little bit just through all the different barrels we're putting in it. But once we got through those first few little malfunctions, ran great. Definitely ran great. Love that Leo's Precision. Get it broke in and the thing will run great. Let's try the last barrel, and I'm kind of interested to show you guys this. All right, so the barrel now we have in this is the Combat Armory. I've did another slide, the Shadow, I couldn't get the Combat Armory to set in it at all without forcing the hood up. I don't know what was going on with it, but in the Oden, it works just fine, or it sets in there just fine. This is going to be the first few rounds through it. So let's see how it goes. Nothing promised. So, and these are not brass. These are zinc. All right. Oh, we had a little malfunction there at the very last one. So let's go ahead and try these out. I'm going to put the Leo's Precision barrel back in this. Then we're going to start trying out different frames. I got 4 other frames to try it on. I got the Leo's Precision Oden back on the dagger frame. Now this is an FDE. This frame has never been shot. So let's go ahead and shoot it. The barrel is the Leo's Precision barrel, flush crown, flush fit barrel with their recoil spring. So if you order a complete slide, this is what it's going to be like. Minus these sights. I put these sights on myself. What we'll do is we'll just finish up that last mag we shot. There we go. That is now a empty gun. 95% never fired before firearm between the slide and the lower and the slide. So let's try another frame and see how it goes. The next frame I have this on is an SCT frame from AIM Surplus. This is completed. I just bought it completed. That way I didn't have to worry about putting the parts kit in. So this is all OEM, whatever, AIM Ascending inside their SCT frames. I like it. It reminds me a lot of the Strike Industry P80, which we have out here as well. I'll show you guys that here in a little bit. There are some differences, but there's a lot of similarities. I like that style, that frame. I like the grip of that frame. Let's go ahead and throw some rounds down range. That ran flawless. And I'll tell you what, guys, with that beaver tail back there, this thing was a very, very soft shooting gun. I have to say this is probably the softest shooting frame and Glock so far setup that I have shot out here today. I like this frame. I think I may have found a new frame that I really, really love. So that's badass. I like that. A few things I would change out would be the trigger. The mag release isn't bad because it's cut out like that. And then the slide release, since it's just a plain Jane flat face slide release, I would change that out. So the Leo's Precision Oden on another frame, see how it works. Now we got the Strike Industry lower frame here. This thing I love. It's not OEM in any way, shape, or form. I have a custom trigger in it. I have a mag release over here, a slide release, extended slide release. So there's nothing OEM really about this, except for maybe the mag release. So let's go ahead and throw some rounds down range. See how this Leo Precision Oden performs on the Strike Industry. We'll finish that last mag off and see how this goes. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Ran flawless. Ran flawless. So that was the Strike Industry 80%er. Like I said, it has a custom trigger in it. It has a extended slide release. So let's throw this Leo's Precision Oden on the last frame we have, the Combat Armory. You guys love it. I love it. It's going to look great on this. Just wait. Guys, this is the Combat Armory. Now, this thing is far from anything from OEM you're going to get. I have a custom trigger in it. All the gold on it is custom. We have a mag release that's coming for it, an extended mag release that's going to show up. That's going to be gold as well. We got all the gold pins. We're going to get a gold mag wheel for it. But this is the Combat Armory frame. Oh, I have an undercut. I undercut this and I undercut that. So like I said, this is far from OEM, even from the Combat Armory you guys are going to buy. So let's try this bad boy out. Oh man, that thing is That thing has broken in and is nice and smooth now. So let's finish off a mag here and see how this bad boy performs. Worked great. This thing, as you pull back, there's like a very light wall right there, very light. I call this gun my blueberry, my huckleberry. We're gonna call it my huckleberry. I pick huckleberries out here all the time. I mean, if you guys could see right over here, there is just a ton of huckleberry bushes. So I come out here and I pick huckleberries. It's kind of my honey hole for huckleberry picking. So let's get back to the Oden and give you my final thoughts on this. What color of frame would you guys prefer to have this color of slide on? Let me know in the comments down below. So we did have a few malfunctions with a few different barrels. I feel like once we got the slide broke in, it seemed to do very well. This particular slide and frame setup, I have to say, even with the OEM trigger, show you guys it's empty, no mag in it. Even with the OEM trigger, this thing shot very, very well. Between this and the Combat Armory frame that I had, I loved it. The Leo's Precision barrel was in those ones at the very end that you guys see here, running through with me just practicing playing around, dumping a mag through it. They ran without flaw after the barrel or the slide got broke in. The Combat Armory, I can't really say, that is my favorite frame, all due to because of how customized I built it. The thing I didn't customize on is the stippling, but straight out of the box, I would say this frame is the better frame of all of them that I have. But let's get back to the Leo's Precision slide. This Leo Precision slide, I love that Leo's Precision is a very budget friendly. They have several slides out there and their parts are budget friendly and they work. Now, yes, they do take a little break-in time. There's guns that you're going to buy brand new from the manufacturer, they're going to have a little bit of break-in time. So just because you have a little bit of a flaw doesn't mean you beat them up. You just say, hey, I need to break this in. What I mean by you need to take the time and break these guns into each other is that your slides and your rails all interconnect, and they have to polish each other and break into each other. One may be out of spec, one may be a little high, one may have edges, one may not be manufactured quite as well, one may have burrs, whatever. Just want to show you, Leo's Precision makes a great product. Because they make such a great product, they do go on a ton of different frames, they do work with a ton of different barrels, and you guys should be able to buy them, build it, and break it in and have a good running reliable gun. So if you like what you watch, give me a like, subscribe, follow me on social medias. Social medias are all over: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, full30.com, Gunstreamer, Rumble, they're all over. Go over to Leo's Precision, check out their Odens, check out all their lines of slides. They have a ton. If you guys don't like the Oden, they have the Shadow, they have the Crusher, they have the Amorphous, I think is what it's called. They have a ton of them out there, guys. And you guys can get them in different Cerakote colors, just like I did. So go over, check out Leo's Precision's slides. You guys will find something you like, I'm sure of it. Check their parts out. They have really great, complete budget build kits. So you guys can get slides, you guys can get all the internals for a really great price, like 70 bucks for the whole internals for all of this. So go over to Leo's Precision, check them out. Let them know DeltaD80 sent you. I'd greatly appreciate it. And thanks for shooting the breeze with me, guys. We'll see you next time.